Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a quick daytime tutorial makeup look. So this is just something that I kind of do really quickly just to kind of get you through the day. So it's not really a makeup look for like extra long lasting makeup wear, but just a quick daytime makeup routine that I do pretty often if I do plan on wearing makeup throughout the day. This is a routine that I do if I want to do my makeup, if I need to do my makeup, if I'm going to the mall or something and I just want to have my makeup done for the day. This is typically what I do, because I do use different products for daytime, and then I'll use a whole other set of products for night. I kind of overlap some, but pretty much the majority of the products are a little bit different. So yeah, and I'll be using some Benefit products. I'll be using Gladio products, NYX. If you want to see other tutorials that I'm going to do in the future, or how the style of makeup that I do, please subscribe to my channel. So yes, if you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. I'm going to start off moisturizing my lips with the Aroma Owls All Organic Lip Balm. I'll leave a link in the description so you can learn more about the product. The next product that I'm using is the Benefit Bravo Brow Primer, and I apply this and let it dry. It has a silicone comb-like tip, so the product comes through the middle and you just comb it through your brow hairs and it coats your brow hairs. It's really an awesome product. I love it. It has keratin and soy proteins in it, so it's actually a brow conditioner treatment. Next, I'll be using Anastasia's Highlighting Duo Pencil in Matte Camille and Sand Shimmer. I use the matte side in my inner rim to get that soft baby doll eye look. Now I'm using Benefit's They're Real Push-Up Liner in green. This liner is waterproof and it has an AccuFlex tip at the end, so it's really gentle to use on the eye area. I have them in all the colors: purple, black, brown, green. And I'm just working on making my wings even. I could literally work on my liner all day. Like most girls trying to make them perfect, they come out different each time, and here I am just cleaning them up. Here's my DIY toner that I make. I mix in sea salt, green tea, apple cider vinegar, and witch hazel, and I keep this concoction in my refrigerator until I'm ready to use. And I have normal to oily skin, and this toner really keeps my complexion clear. To control excess oil, I concentrate on my T-zone. Now I'm using the Triple Performing Facial Emulsion Moisturizer, and I just put that everywhere. So now I'm just using a mattifier to mattify my T-zone area. So now I'm using Agent Zero Shine, and it's pretty much a translucent shine control powder, and you do get a brush at the base of the product, but I like to use my own brush to set my T-zone. Next is the Femme Couture Face Primer. I've had this primer for a while. I've got it from Sally's. It's just a pretty standard silicone based primer. I've had it for a while. I'm just pretty much using it up, and I do like it, but I'm just putting it in my T-zone and wherever I'm going to place makeup. Next up is my concealer base, which is a Erase Paste in the shade Deep number 3, and as you can see, it has peach and pink melon undertones to the concealer. So pretty much those are correctors. So this concealer is a 2-in-1. It has correctors, and it's also going to brighten and conceal all at the same time. I really like this concealer because you don't need much of it. It's very rich and pigmented. I've had the concealer for a while, and so it's going to take a while for me to hit pan with it. So now I'm using the Boing concealer in the shade number 4, and this concealer matches my skin tone a little bit more, so that's why I'm going over top with this over Erase Paste, because I want everything to look natural. So now I'm using my beauty blender and just blending out the edges, making sure everything looks seamless and there's no harsh lines, and just, you know, going for the more natural look, more natural seamless look. And I forgot to mention that my beauty blender is wet, in case you guys were wondering. So now I'm just setting my under eye concealer with the Zero Agent Shine translucent powder that I used earlier to set my T-zone. It's the same powder. So now I'm using the liquid highlighter Sunbeam, which I absolutely love. I do actually think liquid highlighters do stay on better than powder highlighters. I use both. I'm not biased for either, but I do like to use a liquid highlighter for a base for any makeup look that I do. I typically 10 times out of 10 I'm gonna use a liquid highlighter as the base, and then I'll go, of course, over top of that with a powder. But during the day, sometimes I'll just leave just the liquid on, but if I'm going out, I'll definitely put a powder on over top of the liquid highlight. And I really love Sunbeam. It's such a pretty liquid highlighter, especially on deeper skin tones. It just looks good, and it's beautiful year round, especially in the summer. It's just such a pretty accent to the face. And I pretty much put the liquid highlighter everywhere you'd put a powder highlighter, you know, down the bridge of your nose, on your cupid's bow, on your chin, above and below the tail of your eyebrow. This is the Femme Couture Baked Bronzer in the shade Warm Bronze. I've had this bronzer for a while, and I'm using it to contour. I got it from Sally's, so it's just pretty much a product I'm using up. And I'm just placing it in the hollows of my cheeks where you normally contour on your cheeks. Next up is the Palladio bronzer in the shade Illuminating Tan. This product is considered a bronzer, but I actually use it as a highlight, and I absolutely love this bronzer. It's so pretty. I get compliments on it all the time. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's definitely buildable, and it's definitely eye-catching, so I really love this product, and I'll be using it until it runs out. And here I am just placing it on my cheekbone and on my hairline and above my eyebrow, below my eyebrow, just all in that hairline area. Next up, I'll be using the infamous Rockateur, which is a rose gold highlight slash blush. I'm using my MAC 129 SH brush, which stands for short handled, to apply that. And I'm just placing that in between the contour and the highlight that I did earlier, and I'm just blending everything together so that it looks seamless and smooth. And now I'm going back in with the Boing in number 4, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelid to cancel out any discoloration. And now I'm going back in again with the Femme Couture bronzer, and I'm just using that as a crease color for my eyes. And I'm just going back and forth with the product in the windshield wiper motion, building up the product until I get the desired look that I want. And the reason I'm adding the bronzer to my eyes is because I don't want my eyes to be flat. I want to add a little bit of depth, and I want my eyes to pop. So these eyeshadows that I'm using, I'm going to use them to highlight the rest of my face. These are the brushes that I'm going to be using, my MAC 316 brush and the silver brush for my nose highlight. So now that my brows have had time to dry, I'm going to go ahead and fill them in with the Goof Proof brow pencil in the shade number 6. This brow pencil is really awesome. It's waterproof. The Goof Proof pencil, the tip of it will kind of give definition, and the wider end, which is the fatter end, it's like a triangular shape, that's going to fill in. And I just like to brush through and kind of blend in as I'm filling in my brows, and I like to start in the middle and then kind of work outwards, and then I'll go back in towards the start of the brow. And I like to keep both ends, both the starting point and the end, to just kind of fade. So I'm very light-handed when I do my brows all throughout, but definitely towards the starting point and the end, because you just want everything to look natural, and you don't want to look like your brows are just heavily drawn on. And that's really all in your hand pressure. And it just takes practice. A lot of people are so scared to do their brows, but I mean, all you have to do is just practice, get in the mirror, and just do it. And practice makes perfect. So for your brows, just remember light pressure, and to start in the middle and just kind of work your way outwards and then come back into the starting point with light pressure again. Now I'm using the They're Real Lash Primer. It's a medium to dark brown shade. This primer is really awesome because it actually has a lash conditioner in it while giving you more volume and length for your mascara. And of course I'm using the They're Real mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. It gives me volume and length. It doesn't clump at all, and it really separates and just really gives my lashes this voluminous look. And so I just really like this mascara. And last but not least, the lippy that I'm using is NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Ruffle Trim number 4. I love NYX. I'm like a crazy NYX lip color freak. But yeah, so this color, it's coming off. When I first put it on, it comes off a bit light, but as it starts to dry, it dies down to this really natural nude color. And I line my lips with NYX lip liner, the shade Mauve, which is the number 831. And I love this duo. I forgot to add the lip liner in this video, but typically that's what I use when I'm using this lip color. So yes, thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel because I will be coming out with more looks so you can keep up with all my videos. And I'll see you guys soon. So hi guys, my name is Egypt. I'm here today. I'm going to be doing a time makeup routine, but it's more so I think that came out okay.